Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ken Busby, your cultural czar and member of the board of the Tulsa Symphony, and we are here today with our musician moment, at this time with Anna Massey. And Anna is our marketing coordinator for the Tulsa Symphony. Hello, Anna.
Hello, how are you?
I'm great. Thank you very much. Um, I'm really glad you're with us today because it's so cool. These musician moments have been wonderful for people meeting, the musicians that they see on stage, and getting to know something about their lives and their backgrounds and how they all come together. But I think it's fun that we're also going to be able to share our staff at the Tulsa Symphony, not just our executive musicians who are musicians who also perform, but then the other folks here who keep it all running. And marketing is such an important aspect of what an arts organization has to do and needs to do. So we're so fortunate to have you in that role because you're the genius that are making these musician moments work.
Yeah, I'm excited to finally get to do mine. I've been putting together all of the ones that you've seen before this, and so it's been great for me to meet the orchestra through this as well. So I'm excited to finally get to be a part.
That's cool. That's cool. Well, we're glad to have you. I'm looking here at some notes on you because you're a complex person. And I want to get some of this right because here's the cool thing. So here you are doing marketing for the Tulsa Symphony, but you are a songwriter and a performer and everything in your own right, not directly with the symphony, but in this whole other world. And I've got to pull a couple things here. At 7 years of age, you're already so young, but here you are. You're a country singer songwriter. You're a native of Tulsa, which is awesome. But you were Entertainer of the Year at 7 years of age at the North America Country Music Association International Awards in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. That that had to be just an amazing moment.
It was. I've been singing my whole life, and so um, that was one of the first major performances that I had done out in Pigeon Forge,
Hmm.
and I was so young, and it was so much fun, and it's still a highlight of my whole career up until this point, and just getting to be in front of all those people, and I got to sing a couple of songs at that show, and I think I was so young that it didn't really hit me how many people I was singing in front of. It was about 2,000 people in that theater,
Wow.
and I mean, I had my family with me. We all went up, and just having them there and their support, and just being a kid out in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and sing and do what I love to do was is something that I think about all the time, and I'm so grateful that I got to do that and experience that.
Absolutely, and of course you've continued on because I mean you're singing and songwriting now. You're I know you or for a number of years have performed at the Oklahoma State Fair. I know you've been nominated for Country Artist of the Year and Acoustic Solo Artist of the Year. You know, and part of the Tulsa Music Awards. So obviously, music is your passion and your life. And of course, now with a focus on your day job with classical music, that's a different twist to things. What what made you get into music? Why at such a young age? I mean, what drew you to it?
I mean, I've loved music ever since I was a baby. Like
Uh-huh.
it's just always been something that has just been part of me and been part of the way that I was raised. I was raised on country music, and getting older, listening to all types of music. And so I started singing, like for real, doing shows and performances when I was about 6 or 7. And so it just, I mean, it's just always been a part of who I am. And so, in any aspect, if I'm just listening to it as a fan, or if I'm performing, or even working at the symphony, it's a new perspective on a different type of music that I have been exposed to before, and getting to see, you know, just how broad this art form is, in, whatever genre you prefer or listen to. It's just in every aspect of my life, it's just so important. And I can see it, staying with me through my whole life, and passing that on to my kids, and just having a deep love for what music does for my heart and for my soul. And just the fact that it can connect anybody with each other. So it's something that's really special to me, and no matter what I'm doing, it's always, music is always a part of it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I first really got to know you and meet you when you were a student of mine at the University of Tulsa, and I was an adjunct professor in the arts management program. And I remember you being, a very bright student, very inquisitive. I really enjoyed having you in class. And then it's like our paths just sort of continued to cross through the Tulsa Foundation for Architecture and now Tulsa Symphony, and it's like this is so cool. And I remember when you had applied at the Symphony, and somebody called me and said, "Hey Ken, you taught it to. Do you know?" Do you know Anna Massey? I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, she's great. She's great. Please consider her. She'd be wonderful because and I'm so glad that you were hired there, and I'm so glad you've stayed with us because it's been nice seeing you and having
Yeah.
your enthusiasm for this program. So you graduated from TU with a degree in arts management, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I graduated last May, and I actually graduated alongside my brother. We're not the same age, but we ended up at TU at the same time, so we got to graduate together,
Nice.
And that so.
And yeah, of course, right now at a very different kind of commencement, a different time kind of graduation. But still, we're glad that you graduated. That's awesome, and you graduated cum laude, which congratulations on that as well. That's terrific. So, well, all the singing, songwriting you do, and so forth. Obviously, we hope to keep you at the Tulsa Symphony forever. But I'm sure you have. I'm sure you have aspirations of. You've said you want to continue songwriting and continue singing and performing. Do you have like a crystal ball here? If you were looking at a crystal ball, where do you see yourself in, say, 10 years? What would you really like to be doing?
Oh my goodness. Obviously still in the music realm somehow, whether that's music business or being a performer or being a songwriter or being all three. It's just it's got to stay with the music, and I've really gotten into songwriting lately, and really wanted to develop that part of my skill set. And I think songwriting can take you so many places, and performing can as well, and so music business. But songwriting, just for me, it's something that I want to get better at, but it's also something that it's healing in itself. And so I think it's a really unique talent and pursuit. And so I can see myself moving down maybe that path, and being more prevalent in songwriting, and just kind of taking that on.
That's cool. No, that I think that sounds logical. Sounds like a good progression. As busy as you keep yourself with all of the songwriting, and of course then the work with the Tulsa Symphony doing all of our marketing, is there such a thing as some downtime for you? And if so, what do you like to do in your downtime?
Yeah, I make sure to step back from things and just kind of relax and get back into a groove of breathing, that kind of thing. And so I love movies and I love television shows, and so watch a lot of movies and a lot of TV. And I've recently picked up crocheting, which has been fun.
Really?
So that's been something new, to give me something to do while I'm watching these movies and watching TV.
Okay. What inspired you to try crocheting? Do you like sewing? Have you always meddled in that field or
No, I am not a cookie person at all.
okay.
And I was trying to figure out, okay, is knitting going to be easier to start with, or is crocheting? And I kept seeing that crocheting was, and I have a few friends that like to crochet, and
Okay.
the idea of making something with my hands
Mm-hmm.
was, especially the last few months, was intriguing to me, and so
Sure.
I just thought I'd go ahead and give it a try, and it's just something mindless for me to do while I'm just kind of sitting around, and I can get something out of it. So,
Mm-hmm. So, do you have any handiwork you'd like to show us?
oh my goodness, I can show you a granny square that I did.
that's that's good. I'm impressed that you could do that. So I couldn't do that. So it's like that's awesome. Um, so one of the things I was thinking about, we were talking about having a crystal ball and so forth. If you could write, and you can write, but if you were to be asked to write for any one person, who would you like to write a song for? Who is at the top of your list that you say, man, if I could write a song for this person, I would love to do that. And then a follow up to that, who's the one top artist that you'd like to perform with?
Oh my gosh.
So put two thoughts in your head there. Okay.
If I could write for anybody, I think it would be Alison Krauss.
Good choice. Good choice.
She's
Alison
my
Krauss.
favorite female performer.
Okay.
And so I think anything she sings is just beautiful and perfect. And so I think I would love to write for her. And then to perform with, Vince Gill has always been, since I was like 4 years old, that I was going to sing with Vince Gill one day, and that he was going to sing on my debut CD and all of that. And so he's always been a favorite of mine. So to sing with him would be just a dream.
I like your choices, and I've always liked. I like both of those artists, but I've always liked Vince Gill. Everything you ever read about him, he just seems like the nicest person.
Yeah.
And I doing interviews as I have with conductors over the years, and just the work I've had in my career, working with artists when I was at Gilcrease Museum and the Arts and Humanities Council and so forth. Nice people that are also talented and creative are just the best. I mean, it's just great to be with nice people. You know.
Yeah. He can do no wrong.
There you go. There you go. Well, I'm going to think good thoughts on both of those. I think those are good goals, and I think that's a good possibility. So, okay, well, in addition to the Granny Square that you could show us, you're also going. These musician moments also feature a musical performance. So, what are we going to get to hear from you today?
You're going to get to hear a special song that I wrote a few years ago. And I wrote a song for a foundation called the Pain Foundation, which stands for Preventing Abuse in Neighborhoods. And it is an organization that focuses on bringing awareness to domestic violence through art, film, music, fashion, even, and just really, brings the awareness of the many ways that it can manifest itself. And the lady that founded the organization, I've been friends with her for a long time, and so she's always been a big supporter of me and my music, and kind of just my whole career in whatever I'm doing. And so she asked me to write this song for her very first year as a foundation, and the very first campaign that they did, which was called Beyond the Mask. And so the song is called Beyond the Mask, and it's about just having the hope that whatever struggles you're going through, if it's as severe as domestic violence or whatever it is that is, holding you down and causing issues and strife in your life. It's just having the hope that one day you will be able to take off the mask that you put on to get through that, and that you'll come out on the other side, and you'll be good and you'll be safe. And so it's a really special song to me, and and I'm excited to perform it for this. So
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, what a great message, and a great message of hope, and I think we need that right now. So this will be delightful
yeah,
for me and for our audience. So I'll invite our audience to sit back and relax and enjoy that performance. Beyond the Mask, right?
mm-hmm. Yep,
Great,
Beyond the Mask.
Beyond the Mask. I like that. So, well, Anna Massey, thanks so much for sharing your time with us today. This has been a lot of fun, and I will look forward to seeing you in person again, hopefully very, very soon.
Thank you so much. It was a lot of fun.
Good. We'll talk to you soon now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
After the pain, there's hope. After hiding behind the mask, you might feel like staying alone. After the tears are cried and your smile comes back, you can see the light ahead of you, and you'll never have to look back. Sure, it's gonna hurt, but it's what you need to do. It's a step you need to take to finally become you. You don't need to suffer, all you need is strength. And give it all you have and live beyond the mask. You are worth more than you're told, more precious than rubies, diamonds, silver, or gold. You are here for a reason. You deserve to be happy, yeah. So let go, just be free. Sure, it's gonna hurt, but it's what you need to do. It's a step you need to take to finally become you. You don't need to suffer, all you need is strength. You give it all you have and live beyond the mask. And this will not define you. This is not who you are.